in the hell is going on? Okay.
Hi, I'm Special Agent Clocky. Hello.
Special Agent Monahan.
Hi. What did you see this morning?
I walked in the door and I saw Grace dead back there. Like I saw the blood and then I followed it and I saw Grace laying on her stomach with her hands out.
What time did you open this morning?
Approximately 5:30 I got here.
When was the last time you saw Grace alive?
I saw Grace last night bowling with Brianna and then Alyssa came in and she took over my shift.
And then you came this morning and that's when you found her?
Yes.
Thank you. No more questions.
Good. Can't wait to have a night to myself.
Alright, well you have a good night.
Thank you. See you in the morning. Alright, this seems to be the place of the crime in here. Let's go collect the evidence. Here we have some blood stains. Take some pictures.
You should probably check the stalls too. This one's good.
Yeah, I don't see anything. Alright, the trail seems to be going this way. Let's continue. Here's another one. Let's keep following the trail. The blood trail seems to be continuing this way.
You should probably test it just to make sure it's all from the same person.
There's more up here.
Alright, is this where the body was?
I think the body is found up here. There's more back here. I'll move out to give you your space.
Thank you. There's something in this blood that does not belong to our victim. A long blonde hair. You want to check for fingerprints?
Yep. There seems to be some on her arms. I got one.
All right.
I think we're good.
Let's take these back to the lab.
Here's more evidence for us to collect. They must have been eating this. Here's the receipt.
Go.
Thank you for agreeing to this interview. Sorry to hear about your loss, but I just have a few questions for you. How long were you and Grace friends?
Not very long.
Not very long. Can you give me a timeline, like about a year, 2 years? How long have you known her?
Probably a year.
A year. All right. So, have you guys hung out? Have you done any, things ever before that night?
No.
No. So this was the first time that you guys actually met in person, and okay. So how would you explain her attitude that night?
She's really mad and she'd get angry at everything I said. Then we'd keep drinking and it'd get worse and she'd just keep yelling.
Okay. So at the beginning of the night, was she fairly friendly with you?
Yeah.
Okay. So you think maybe as she drank, the alcohol maybe have attributed to that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What was the last straw? What really made you leave?
She was yelling and then she got up to go in the bathroom, so then I just left.
Tell me how you left the bowling alley that night. Did you walk? Did you drive yourself?
No, Grace got up to go into the bathroom, so then I just called my homegirl Melissa.
Okay. And you and Melissa are close friends then?
Oh yeah.
All right. I have no further questions at this time. Thank you for your time.
Thank God.
Why do you always complain? I don't get it. Every time we go out, we go have something to eat, you always complain.
Here's
That's
your
all
food.
you ever do.
Can I
I
get you
just
anything
don't
else?
get it.
I'll be right back with another round.
You can never just have a nice time. Are you even gonna eat anymore?
No, I'm done.
Good. Oh, I don't feel good.
So you were working the night of the incident.
Yes.
What were your hours that night?
4 to close.
And you were the relief to Sydney.
To Sydney, yep.
Okay. All right. So tell me about Grace and Brianna.
I went over and I brought them their drinks and they were arguing and they ordered some food, so I went and got their food and I gave it to them and saw that their drinks were empty, so I went and got more drinks, and when I came back they were gone.
Let's talk more about the arguing. Were there any things that you picked up, anything that you heard from them?
Grace was pretty much just yelling at Brianna.
Okay. Have you seen these two together before?
Not really.
All right. Is this a likely thing to happen? You know?
Usually once people come and start drinking, they start arguing.
Right, okay, so it's kind of normal. Did you think anything of it?
No.
All right. What did you do after you saw that they left? Did they leave without paying? Did they
They
leave
left
anything?
the receipt on the table.
Okay. All right. Anything other, anything suspicious that I should know about?
When I brought their drinks back, they were both gone, but other than that, that's it.
Okay, so just, leaving abruptly.
Mhm.
All right. Thank you. No further questions.
Where'd they go? Guess I'll just sign this form then.
So tell me about that night.
Bree called me around midnight and she told me that she was at the bowling alley and to come pick her up. And when I pulled up, she was gone and car and we left.
How long have you and Bree been friends?
We've been friends for a few years.
Okay. And before this night, have you remembered any times that Bree and Grace have been together?
Not really.
Not really. Okay. And what time did you say you picked her up at?
Around midnight.
All right. And you said she called you. Do you remember what time that was?
It was about 10 till when she
Okay.
called me.
All right. All right. Thank you for your time. No further questions.
Thank you.
Hey Josh.
Hey.
I've got some new evidence for us to figure out. We've got a couple days to solve this crime, so let's get started.
Okay, start right away.
Okay.
Okay, so we have our samples from the crime scene, or the stomach from Grace. We're gonna put them in here. We're gonna test to see what was, if the food was actually poisoned or not.
So this is her stomach
That's
contents,
stomach content,
and this is the food.
and this is the food that was found at the crime scene. So now we're gonna take this piece of paper and we're gonna dip it in there, and if it turns blue, we have a positive match for poison.
I think we have to let it sit.
Yep. Test the other one.
Good, now we will check on this later.
Yep. Okay, we got the test back in the stomach content. It looks, we got both positive matches. So there was poison in the food and in the stomach content, so we can conclude the food was poisoned. Okay, we're gonna start by putting all the bloods in it. And we're gonna start sampling them to see who was at the crime scene and what blood was there. Okay, next we're gonna pour the serum in there to see, and if it turns hard, that's a positive match. Give it a few seconds. And it looks like person 2's blood is a negative match. So we can roll them out. And that leaves it to this victim, which is victim 1.
So person 1
Person 1.
was definitely the same blood as our victim, which is type B. And
Yep.
the other blood at the crime scene was type A. So I collected blood from our suspects.
Okay.
Type B, definitely our victim, Grace. And type A, the other two suspects with type A blood were Brianna and Alyssa.
Now we're gonna do the handwriting analysis. So
And this is the receipt that was found at the crime scene, right?
yes. Okay.
Here,
Next
if
one.
you'd like to analyze, I had each of the suspects and found an old receipt from the victim and got their names
Okay.
as they signed them.
I can tell this one is not a match from right away.
And this is the victim's handwriting. So the victim definitely did not sign this receipt.
Yes. And this person, they write too dark compared to what is on the actual receipt, so it can't be them. I'm gonna double check this one. And this looks like a match to the receipt.
So the signer of the receipt was our waitress, Alyssa.
Yep. So we got our fingerprints here. Now we're gonna examine the seed.
We are examining the fingerprints that are found on the victim.
Alright, so it's not V because we don't have the right loops.
So right now we are comparing the fingerprint found on the victim with the fingerprints of our suspects. So if we plug it all into our computer and wait for the analysis to come back, the result is Y, which was Alyssa.
Yep.
So I have taken the hair found on the victim and the hairs from our suspects and plugged them into the electrophoresis machine, and here are our results.
Okay.
So now let's plug them in and see what the computer gives us.
Okay. Get that started right away.
Perfect. Turn it. Just wait for it to come up. Here are our results.
Okay.
So here is the hair found on the victim.
Okay. And it looks like this first one, Brianna's, is not a match. So we rule her out.
Rule her out. She is not.
This one is also a non-match, so they can also be ruled out.
And who was that?
That was Grace's.
So the victim's hair. So the hair found on the victim was not the victim's.
No. And it looks like the match is Alyssa's. So her hair was found on the victim at the crime scene.
That's weird. She's a waitress. She should not have been back there. All right.
We'll have to look deeper into this.
Do you know why I called you back for a second interview?
No.
Collecting evidence on this crime scene the other day, we found a long blonde hair and fingerprints both on the body of the victim and in the proximity. My forensics team ran some tests on them, and they have matched your DNA and your hair. So you are our #1 suspect.
It wasn't me though. I didn't kill her.
Then tell me why your fingerprints and your hair were on the body of Grace Mindra.
My hair falls out all the time.
None of this adds up!
Fine, I killed her. I confess. I'm sorry.
Well, I guess we got your hair, your fingerprints, and you just confessed. 3 strikes. That's our turkey.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney.